When entering dates into a spreadsheet, always use slashes. So always enter the day / the month / the year. And even though we entered 21/02/90, Excel still chooses to show 4 digits for the year, and in the case of C3, it chooses to drop the leading 0 in front of the 2. So always enter your dates in with slashes in the shortest form, but if you wish to change your date look, then highlight the cells. So I'm going to highlight C1 to C4. In the ribbon, and particularly the Home tab and the Numbers group, you can see the word Date. If you hit the drop down, you currently have the format Short Date, but you can change it to a Long Date. If I click Long Date, the dates are shown with a full day and a full month and a full year. And as you well remember, the 21st of February 1990 was a Wednesday. Excel understands dates. If I hit the date drop down again, I can return it to a short date format. If I want neither a short date nor a long date, I can ask for more number formats. In more number formats, we have the option of showing 4 digits for the year with slashes, 2 digits for the year. As I click on this option, the sample shows me what it would do to my date if I selected this format. For example, if I want full stops, I'll click on this option and the sample shows me the date will look like this. And when I click OK, I've formatted the dates to full stops. If I'd like 2 digits for the day, 2 digits for the month and 2 digits for the year, I'm going to have to create my own custom date format. So with those cells selected, click the date drop down yet again and go into more number formats. There is only one date format with full stops, so I'm going to have to create my own custom format. Click on Custom. On the right hand side below the word Type, remove what's in the type box, drag over it and delete it. The number 32,925 is shown in the sample, and that's basically saying the 21st of February 1990 was 32,925 days since the 1st of the 1st 1900, so every date really is a number. But I want to see the date not as a number, but as 2 digits for the day, full stop, 2 digits for the month, full stop, and 2 digits for the year. Or maybe 4. When I click OK, I'm going to end up with 02 and 4 digits for the year. If I want to format the dates again, I will go to Custom and I'll hit the drop down and I'll choose More Number Formats. You can make the dates look any way you want them to. I'm going to ask you to remove what's in the type box, delete, and what I'd like is a full day. So as I keep pressing the D and looking at my sample at the same time, I can see the more Ds I type, the more I want the day in full. And 4 Ds will give me the day in full. Then I'd like a space. I'll press the space key on my keyboard and I want the day again as 2 digits. And then a space, and then I'd like the month in full. 1M gives me 2 for February, 2M's gives me 02, 3M's gives me Feb, and 4M gives me February. If I press comma and a space, I can keep pressing the Y until my sample shows me the year in full, and you can generally get away with 3 or 4. And when I click OK, I've formatted my dates to look exactly the way I want. So the moral of the story is, type your dates in short with slashes, but then select those dates and format those dates to any way you want. Lastly, when it comes to deleting and editing data, I can click on the cell A1 for instance, and I can delete Sue. If I want Sue back, I will hit the Undo button. On your quick access toolbar is a blue arrow bending towards the left. That will undo the last thing you did. And if I click it again, it will actually undo each thing I've done. And it will undo up to 100 steps. So I can actually keep hitting undo until I've undone everything, right back to my original typing. The blue arrow bending in the opposite direction is redo, and if I click that, I can redo everything I've undone. So if anything goes wrong in Excel, always hit undo, and if you undo too far, then redo, and eventually I won't be able to redo any further. And I might just undo one step to get Sue back. So undo and redo are very, very handy in Excel. They actually encourage you to try things, knowing that if something goes wrong, you can always hit undo. The two shortcut keys worth knowing also are Control Z is undo and Control Y is redo. The last two letters of the alphabet, Control Z and Control Y, are always undo and redo in all Microsoft programs.